for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to die by division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to die by division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to die by division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence.
Hello and welcome to Chilean African Media and Intel family out there. Abbas Bande, I'm in Kaya this afternoon and I see people about more than 30 with them a day, they're not allowed them for vote. And according to a particular man we interviewed, he said a lady came this morning saying the people that win and not get ID card but then get and sleep, then go vote. And from this morning to this 2 o'clock where I'm there, they normally grant people for votes. And I don't come back now and say like something happen, I wouldn't send them people away. Like what thing you can get for say about that?
And what thing you get for say, we come for the ID card. When we come for the ID card, we give you ID card, they say we ID card don't come. So now we go and send in an egg. So we then send in an egg, and go give you information of the vote. So the information we then give you, now we can give it. So give them the information, now we ask the lady, we register. Now say, if we get right for vote with this, then tell we say yes, we give you full confidence. So we can't stay for camp votes. We count this card up to 800 vote. So when we can now, and the lady, the head of the voting, they give you confidence in the camp from this 11:30 to 11, and this 6 o'clock, and I camp. can take it, see how we don't get work we out.
But you say this morning, yeah, like I show on something at the vote.
Yes, sir.
What can now? What's happened this evening?
The work we outside. So because of
But I just come from other polling center where some people they allow them with this thing way going for vote. So now we don't get ID cards and they allow like the Mount Oriel now amphitheater MPC and they allow them for vote. So I wonder why allow now. We don't actually say that they vote.
Yes, we don't give you full confidence. So we don't come in from this type of don't they say some of them don't go deep, they don't come. They call the lady pin the phone off. They know they pick the phone. So we back take the patience, wait, take time. So we can ask them, say, how do you say because of name or not lady. No good.
You can tell we the number like we they not allow for votes like the approximate.
And now we 800 people.
Yeah. Inside model school. What are you concerned? We want tell family and regarding we they're not allowed for vote today. We not the election today.
And me, I know they're not to say. I can't for vote. Not allow me. And in the organization, what join model school peaceful. So I get an full peacefully, no violence. So I don't can't so peaceful.
What about the other people and now we make garden and the secrets and the people in Timap now we in this file?
So no do nothing. So we then stop them say so they don't go now. And some of one lady back they get your ID card. They're showing ID card and older school you can't take the ID card. No not allow them for vote, so walk them out.
Okay, thank you for talking to Civic African Media.
Hello and welcome to Civic African Media. Again, I'm Fatima Zara, Community Primary School, within the Leading Hall Street, KC. And as family in the sea, people in the cast them votes, and for me on observation, the process they go on well and people then turn up, even though some day outside and they wait for can cast them vote. And as family in the sea, polling agents then they are party agents then day and then safely observe the process. And the process will go on to security forces then they around for ensure say and protect the lives and property of citizens where they can cast them vote. Hello and welcome to Civic African Media. You can tell family that you name?
I'm David Tominchal. I'm the police center manager for here. And then I'm in charge 8 center gets here and at 16090. Well, from this morning the process will go on fine and we not get any case, reported case will not be settled. And most of the case, the only case we get this morning misplaced of the kids who they work with, the attendance, but we don't sort out. It's not that more of a challenge, but we will not get that challenge where warrants any other thing.
How about the security forces them? Then they around?
Yeah, then they, in fact, I was sleep here, some of them, I was sleep here.
Okay. Plenty thank you for talking to Civic African Media. Yes, are they Shell Road and as una see, I don't talk with the PCM and it don't give me updates say you're so peaceful and people and they turn up for vote and the security forces them day. But if someone can see outside people and they plenty people and they out going on camp cast them vote.
But they on
All right, welcome back to the program Election Day, live now TDN Africa Media. We want to say plenty thank you to the one that we take the time for watch we live, and no say we all don't go through a lot of things that will not happen at the election day, and we say we reporters them work tirelessly for giving updates of what they happen right inside the different police stations, the different parts of the country, Freetown and up country. As for now, many police stations done and the vote in London, and just they prepare now for the counting, and while some police stations, like the one we know we start earlier, then say, they on, then the votes, and finally high tension on the pool now. Yeah, so continue to stay with me whilst we connect, we report our live, and we will get the updates.
3,
ABC,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8,
8,
9,
9,
10,
10,
11,
11,
12,
12,
14,
13,
14,
14,
15,
15,
16,
16,
17,
17,
18,
18,
19,
19,
20,
20,
21,
21,
22,
22,
23,
23,
24,
24,
25,
25,
26,
26,
27,
27,
28,
28,
29,
29,
30,
30,
31,
31,
32,
32,
33,
33,
34,
34,
35,
35,
36,
36,
37,
37,
38,
38,
39,
39,
40,
40,
41,
41,
42,
42,
43,
43,
44,
44,
45,
45,
46,
46,
47,
47,
48,
48,
49,
49,
50.
50. We can't tire. We can't tire. Force 50. Force 50. Force 50. You write down. When they write down. APC 50. Write down. And then also, who they will give us. So they write APC. Write APC.
71,
71,
72,
72,
73,
73,
74,
74,
75,
75,
76,
76,
77,
77,
78,
78,
79,
79,
80,
80,
81,
81,
82,
82,
83,
83,
84,
84,
85,
85,
86,
86,
87,
87,
88,
88,
89,
89,
90,
90,
91,
91,
92,
92,
93,
93,
94,
94,
95,
95,
96,
96,
97,
97,
98,
98,
99,
99,
100.
100. Second 50. Second 50. Second 50. Second 50.
It's welcome back. Election day. Live now today in African media. And if you just join me, you listen to the program Election Day, where they come live now today in African media. I must say, we don't go down. The election, say, feelings of fever don't they go down, and all they can do now for just kind of do the counting now, and so that we will get, we will get, I think we will get what's not the outcome of the elections, whose party will get the highest, and at the end of the day, yeah. So, in as much as we get the presence of the observers, the media house, the cover, a lot is going on, and we're so glad that most of the polling and centers, polling stations, they were very, very peaceful. That we don't hear any cars, if you see Issa McKinney, according to the reporter Emil, he described the situation in Issa McKinney so peaceful, and finally say the time where ECSL pull for stop the counting and for stop the voting. Actually, at that time, they were most of the polling station in Issa McKinney stopped the voting, and then they're on the counting right now, and I want to believe say we go give now updates as the elections they continue, and with the elections not yet, because some centers they go on with the voting, because inside the capital city Freetown, yeah, we get centers we now start then 2-3 hours, now they don't start, and then they continue, and those are the centers where they not start quick, and for that you make a kind of a win-win situation from the people and the ECSL. You just go for extend the time as long as you're within the police station. Obviously, you go for votes, but when you don't shooting at your 5 o'clock meeting day, it's impossible for you gain access to the police stations. So continue for stay connected, and we go bring you the current happenings around the election day. Me we host this program. Your name is Ezekiel, and we want for just I just want for thank you to the family who they watch live this program, and they follow up to the end, because we're there for giving a live update on what's in the happen. As credible and unbiased, independent, African media we be. That's how we give our informations where there is nothing but just the truth. So continue for stay blessed, and I hope say we all kind of enjoy and see the process of the PR system. I think we don't go through this. Mr. don't get experience on the PR system where they talk about, because Mr. don't be a partaker of that process there. And I think we can say history don't repeat itself in that kind of year a day. So continue for stay as we still get reporters out there. We'll give you updates on what's in they go on, and one for thank you again for the one-way text so far during the election day, and we tell now thank you, and say continue. We don't end it until we see say all of the reporters return back to the station, and we'll see say some centers then close, and we will bring this program to an end. But as things go on right now, just continue to stay with me, and you will get waiting you want for see. So like so they say earlier that the elections actually the one of the problems where we find out today that most of the centers inside the capital city Freetown not start to the time where ECSL begin, that is at 7 o'clock, you know. And the full final say it's come to a worst that most of the centers not even start until 2 o'clock. So you see how serious it is. So I believe that those centers will not start until the end of the day, and then one day we will get for see they get for boot and that. And as they move on now, it's now past 19 past 7. So when they go small, and I believe those centers they on the voting like the WMA and Wellington, we see a lot of voters where they one stop not for votes, but we thank God for the intervention of the leadership. We, then get for allow the people them back for casting votes, and I believe say that they on them, and yeah, and some part again inside FBC, the amphitheater, where a lot of voters themselves been there around there, and themselves they want casting votes. But again, the ECSL boss, we don't spell them out. As long as somebody there within the line, you forget the opportunity for their vote. You know, so we see say some centers and even though some police centers we kind of understand say a lot of people are not being allowed them for votes, and at the end of the day, the security come inside in order for all the people them outside the polling station. But however, we want to just tell thank you to all the voters and we come out and exercise and vote. And we also want to tell the ECSL staff, the security agents, the observers, the media houses, you know, everybody playing a role. You know, everybody playing a role today. And let's just say there is a kind of low tension, you know, you say then arrest somebody because of this kind of misbehavior, even though a lot of complaints come, say people were caught with ballot paper, and that again don't contribute to that one day. And so we see a lot of that one day they go on, and so we see a lot. The one day we get issue with the voter ID cards. Some man get voter ID cards, but we get complaints say then some of them want and they not even vote because when they check the voter list, they know their names and know the inside the list there. So it makes someone not at all vote, and this is this now paints a good picture actually, because for let you get a card, an ID card, and at that center they collect the ID card, all of a sudden for put together the final voters list, you can happen say certain sets of people not able for vote because their name not there inside the voter list. You know, you also get some sets of people where they not get a voter ID card, but then give them a document where will prove say them for votes the day for elections. But we come for understand say some few sets of people we are now victim of that. Then really come at the polling centers in order for cast the vote, and they can happen say at the end of the day they face challenges. The same thing the names and other in the voter list, and all of these issues now issues that we no new again as the main opposition. These are some of the pointers that we in the time for make or complaints that we in the time for make to the ECSL that then before come inside and try for organize this thing and try for solve some issues that we raise. but it can happen, say, most of them in a way, the opposition parties they raise, we can, it's unfortunate that we can also see, we can't see them here, it happened again, it repeated, you know, and it's very unfortunate that people who are victims not able for exercising their rights because of the problems not solved. You know, the worst is you. Now the one that we actually gets when a card holder, we get them voter ID cards. Then at the end of the day, they're not votes. So we don't know why that's they happen, and we don't actually know why that's they happen. So something like that. But however, these are challenges where we don't see say it only happen over these elections. You know, from the starting, we see say even the registration processes, we see say the time where ECSL being given not actually enough because it gets working class, set of working class where actually they work and they not get chance at all for come register. You also get some people who have been there in a hospital by then, some man on travel, they not been get chance for register. But to say ECSL we get for add another days where like it seems not for be enough. And from there we begin for developed some issues them around the elections, you know. And again, when it comes to issuing the cards to people them, you know, where be votes and where be register. You know, we understand say even the press release where them put say so term at the day this where the voter cards go arrive, we also see say that is a problem with the dates where ECSL also come tell the general public say the arrival of the ID cards will be postponed, you know, after we don't get the ID card, a lot of issues will also come up. That moment say number one again for the with the card itself, how you look at the texture, you look at the color, you look at the design, or you look at actually the picture, the image, especially the image of the person at the day. It was so poor, you know, the printing was so poor that it makes someone able for identify them at all inside that voter ID card. You know, for identify at all. The only way you go identify, say, now this person and you get this card. Now by the name, you know, some man self in name, they spell it wrong. Some man in name, you know, fall in that center where you register. Some man, na so no more things they happen. You know, so from there we begin build the issues surrounding the elections. You know, so say you come to another thing same way. We also need to the for give out a voter registration list to political parties. Instead of getting concerned, it kind of delay very close to the elections. You can see say the ECSL because for release the voter list to political parties. And when political parties receive the voter list, you find out say when they analyze them, then describe them as a fake document. And the story continue for climax to the point that we get early voting stage for we urge people them for that day. So then conduct early voting way then ECSL does not able to produce the number of or the list of voters for that early voting, you know. So the issues continue on to the manner in which the counting of voters be done. If I say, according to the ECSL, let me more focus on the electoral counting, you know, and that again one concern where the opposition be raised strongly that they don't believe in the electronics counting because the app where they use, they not even get an access to it, they don't know how it work. it's inbuilt app already, so they don't believe in the process of counting the ballots through electronic. So we see that over the closer to the elections, we see that one day been done. Then ECSL for release the voter list and also talk say the counting could be done manually, and that's exactly what they see at the various polling centers. Where they see say the counting is done manually, and I believe say everybody go see, observe what they go on, and something like that. So we see how the issues, how it started, how it continue, it reached a particular middle, how it continued for climax to the point that the main opposition party, when at the APC party, accepted going to the ballot box, and today, and that's we don't radicalize. It's unfortunate that most of them think the way the APC being raised is also occur during these elections, and that's not paint a good picture at all to a democracy. That not paint a good picture for the ECSL, because you don't talk say you conduct you conduct elections at around 7 to 5 o'clock, and when it comes to committed to this time, we see say the ECSL failed in that area for provide or for able to commit themselves at the exact time when they put and the press release say now that time the election for all. You know, so you see say a lot of things away lead to the problems of this thing, you know, and for you to ask somebody for votes at around 7 o'clock, and it's surprising for CC people are not vote on to 10, and we also get in a case where people are not vote on to 12 o'clock. We also understand some centers in 2 o'clock. It's not fair if actually I happen so it's done intentionally. It's really not fair to the people. For let somebody go there, and most of we go to the centers at almost in the early morning hours, where in the hours of 4 to 5, people then go to the police stations here in order for vote quick and go about their business. But it's unfortunate that people have to spend the whole of the day for just cast a vote in them police stations here. So it's actually no send a good message to the ECSL, irrespective of the excuses we then give with limited transportation. Come on, I think these are some of the things where the ECSL for don't do in terms of how the election materials for reach the police stations at the appointed time. You know, these are all factors where they for don't picture or they for don't get in mind, and they for don't find all means, all strategy, and see say what is supposed to be done. You know, if you get to take material, go, you get to prepare that. You don't go send a whole vehicle, one vehicle, for cover almost 30 to 40 police centers. It go find out say there will be a delay, and again those materials are very sensitive materials. You don't go dispatch them during the night or during the night. You don't go do them. So you have to wait in the morning hours. And upon waiting in the morning hours, then you get for cover up to 30 centers or 20 centers or 50 centers. You end up being late, you know, because you get for go to this point and I'm going to take you there, you get for come back, you get for this. So, and the centers are not close to each other. They are far, you know. So we actually get we actually don't paint a picture of or many things here about these 2023 elections. And many people will recall that in 2023 elections, now so thing when they happen during the elections day. So continue for, if you just join me, this now TDN Africa Media, and you listen or you watch the program Election Day, as me we host this program. My name is ECSL, and I want to say you also committed. I want to go and see how you go read to. I will read to you the text message we don't drop na the Facebook, and see how we go able for read them and know what we expectable text as I say. We get Mary Bendu. He say, "May God take control in Mama Salon." We get Natasha. She say, "Valid APC. God, thank you, please." And Nasid Safa, "God is in control." And Natasha again. Natasha she say, "Please, is this paper for one box or for the whole center?" Okay, thank you for text. You will give you time for text we. We want to thank you for that text message there. And indeed, we pray God for let God take absolute control inside Sierra Leone, because sometimes we just need for invite God in this in this present situation, for let God actually take absolute control of anything which go on. Because if we left and so to man, it's obvious that man not go do the correct thing. So, but we want for say let God take control over the elections, the voting. It on the end almost, I can say, many polling centers across the country don't end them voting day, don't end them voting, and just maybe just few one, especially in the Toya, where maybe they likely they in the voting, and but that is why we ask God, let God take control, because of the way manner things are going on. We actually need God for take control, you know. And you know, Asana to Bangura say, "God bless Salon." Yeah, in as much we ask God for take control, let also God will bless Salon, in as much as God is taking control over Sierra Leone, as they try for give back the country. Let God bless this country, you know. And yeah, so we thank, okay, Mabiti Samura say, "Allah, please save Mama Salon." Okay, so again, we actually need God for let God intervene at these elections, because we, as Godly word they say, leadership now called the approval. You know, once the people then present this person, say we want this person to be a leader, then it's obvious that God will approve that one day, because God said now you're expecter of leadership, and now he institutes leadership. So after today, on Monday or Tuesday, when we will get the result, then we will definitely know who is going to be the next president of Sierra Leone. Continue for stay with me as we go with the program Election Day, and we still with reporters and they out there, they follow up and they see how the counting process they go to polling stations where still they do the counting, and also to polling stations where up to now then still they do the voting, you know. And yeah, I want to thank and and also give thanks to God because since this morning we they engage with viewers them, and we make sure say we go live with, in various locality as we observe how the elections go. Anything we see, and so we report them live. The beauty about CDN Africa, we give you live broadcast. You go see them for yourself. How it happen at the ground, and so we show them live. And someday you go see how the things could be done. So if you just join me, this now a program Election Day, right from TDN Africa Media. So I want for just tell una thank you and tell thank you to we text them now Facebook, and it's good that we really need God for take control over the elections, especially, and if I now say many things don't they go on, and we want for CC we get a peaceful, credible elections. We don't actually tire because whenever there is elections, many things they put on hold, offices they close down, especially government institutions, all they close down. So that sometimes the election movement it creates a kind of a halt. They put an halt to work because most of the offices like government established offices or agency at the country, and when was we go into elections, if I say those offices all not get effective work, so we really this is a people they actually try, and we just want following for about elections, and they announce the president where the people they don't choose again. Yes, but the thing is, let the people choose their own. Let the people choose the one way they want, and not waiting who now want. I believe the people's power are the greater power in terms of democracy, system of government. So one foresee that kind of play among the different institutions in the country, and we know. Okay. All right. So continue for stay connected. The number way appears on the screen. You can call or you can drop your WhatsApp message inside there, and we go see how we go also hear you your opinion based on what you observe, what you see they go on at your area or at the police station, especially inside you register. So continue for stay with me at the studio, and as we go small, and the elections movement don't they go down, and we see say a lot of people they sit down and they wait for waiting for the outcome of the results, and as it is now, I believe say the only process of the elections we left now is the counting. After the counting, for take back them boxes there, now the different and district ECSL district district court district headquarter offices of the ECSL, where then ballot papers can for stay. So we are actually glad so much that we don't go small with the election. Don't they go small with the elections, and we see things are going down as we actually want to go back to normality, and people don't retire about then half of things, so random, even games. So we want to go back to normal life, and with the hope say the economy, when next president will come, we hope say able to tackle the bread and butter, because now that's no more greater number of Sierra Leoneans they actually they suffer from, because for the fact that we get more people and we no land book and let's say work no day. So like, but if food then at the country, if I say a lot of things no go happen. So now that like I say, we will continue for doing our updates until we see say the program will come to an end. Then we all go continue, but don't forget for share and like my page, TDN Africa Media. You go now with Twitter page, we did it, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We just type TDN Africa, then follow me. They go for a short break now and come back and continue the election day updates to various political centers. They go for short break now.
Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, all we want for see, all we want for see, violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see, vote with
APC, SLPP, SLPP, APC, APC, SLPP, 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 APC, SLPP, APC.
201, this is station 2. County still they continue na Yamandu station na Bauma Chipdom. Yamandu station, Musai County they carry on right now. Adena station 1. Center code 112, center code 11201, police station 1. County still they go on now. The Yamandu station, Bawama Chipdom, the Bow districts. Now two police stations in there at the moment. So
Now the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to die by division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Now the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to die by division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Now the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to die by division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Now the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to die by division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Now the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to die by division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want want mercy. All we want mercy. All we want mercy. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without All we want for see. All we want for see. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see. Vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see. Vote without violence. All we want for see. All we want for see. Vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see. Vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see. Vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see. Vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see. Vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see. Vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see. Vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see. Vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see. Vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see. Vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see. Vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see. violence. All we want for sin, all we want for sin. Violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote with violence.
All right, vote with peace, vote with independence. Welcome back to the program Election Day, live na African TDN African Media. We have for just all we fumble the viewers we watch we live today the program Election Day, and are so much happy and glad for the one the way text. We take the time for organizing text, and also we take the time for go casting votes. And I hope say we don't get a lot of experience, especially with the PR system, or we know ever vote on the PR system. And of course, the first time voters self they don't get the unit experience. We discuss a lot surrounding the voting today. Of course, I can say this is one of the biggest work in the electionary process, that the voting. But the work not done yet, as the counting, they continue today. I don't start, and I believe say it will continue tomorrow. It will continue until they compile the final result where Mr. Mohamed Kone therefore announce before do the final announcement of the presidential election result. So stay connected with TDN. We will continue for bring you more information about elections day, and so stay connected, and don't forget for also share the link to other of you, to other friends, families, so that they self go benefit, and continue for stay with me, because we get a lot of programs that we can do. We get we breakfast show, we get we salon talk, we get current events. We get a lot of things, and we also get election coverage. But of course, election coverage, and when we get elections, then we consider that kind of program there. But I want for personally tell thank you to the one the way they make the effort for text we, and the one the way make also give them time for make then watch we live, and we give them time for also contribute to the program. We call we, and we're so sorry that we actually not be able to get the external the director for public affairs now ECSL will not be able to get them, but we after everything the ECSL be get for all a conference, we then respond to some of the challenges we get for do with the election. And so one of them get for do with the late voting way, then say, and as a result of the limited transportation way being go on, now the way not been there, that now it resulted to voter materials not arrive quick now at the different polling stations. We also get people away not actually able for vote because of the name not in the voter, the final voter list. So because of that, they not actually vote, and we also get some people where they not get voter ID card at all, and the name again not happen for them at the voter list. So kind of these are some of the problems, and this way don't happen during the voting today. And of course, because of the delayance of starting the elections, the voting early, many people end up no votes because one we reporter tell we say other centers where they not start quick, and when the time come 5:30, then they close the polling station, and the rest of the people that will not be vote, and kind of ask them out of the police station. And so a lot of people then will not vote as a result of someone gets issue of a voter ID card, someone a name not there. Now the list, someone actually the line which I go to map, not so the name day. So you get for jump from one line to one line to one line. Someone take a whole of the day for just so and say then cast their votes. You know, so a lot of things that happen surrounding the elections. We want to say we don't learn a lot from this, and we know say by God willing, if at all we not going to go into a rerun of elections, then it's obvious that we get for get we president we get for lead before the next 5 years, and I believe say we get a lot of things that we don't learn from this 2023 multi-year elections. You get plenty of things when it comes to issues of registration, issues of the ballot, the ID cards, you know, everything we surrounding the elections. We get a lot for learn from, where we don't want to see the kind thing they are repeated again in any elections where we get forget in future, because it know they paint a good picture of we democracy in Sierra Leone, and know they paint a good picture of the ECSL as an institution where governments give for conduct elections. So if let's say for instance the body where responsible for conduct elections no actually they give a fair play to political parties, and it's obvious that they then they see and say, or they paint a picture that we're not good in the eyes of the people. And I believe we learn a lot, so much in them inside this 2023 election. If at all we, or in the case we are going to forget a runoff elections, then it's obvious that we get for learn, we get for put things them, we get for also learn lessons them where so much we don't learn from this general elections. You know, we get for do it the voter list, we get for do it the voter ID cards, we get for do it many things. You know, we don't have to say if we get for going to runoff, then it's obvious that the ECSL need for address the issue. I want them before we go to the runoff, because some people actually where the name not there in the voter list, they want for see now say the name there in the voter list. You know, so that will make we begin to paint a good picture for the democracy. We will begin to paint a good picture for the country Sierra Leone, and also a good picture will be painted if actually the ECSL continue for do the good thing. It paint a good picture in the eyes of everybody, you know. So as they come to the end now, and it's almost 13 after 8, and one for to say we don't stay for so much time, and since this morning we did live, and we still continue the broadcast, and I want to personally tell thank you to the listeners we don't contribute, you know, and I want everybody for just then I corner begin to imagine what are some of the lessons and way you don't learn over this elections, and some people they vote, but actually some not understand why, and or not get a clear understanding of how the elections they go. So this I think say for this election particularly, it also much creates an awareness or open up some things away we not be know, but we know them during this time, and looking at how the processes the ECSL don't do so much when it comes to the voter list. Many people not being too concentrated on the voter list, but we can for understand say for 2023 general elections, the voter list now a list where is so much important for gets if you want to go into elections, because now a list where comprises of eligible registered voters where can for cast their votes during that day. So that kind of documents deny all the elections. This election also opening we mind as how for personal information. Again, you for be sure of passing on information before kind of publicize or inform the public about certain things where at the end of the day you come back and tell people and say you're sorry because this and this not happen. If it happens once, then it's understandable. Once it continues, then people begin to doubt the systems, So a lot of things, lessons where I personally learned from these elections, and where I believe say similar people will get the same opinion of the lesson learned from these elections. One of the lessons again where I believe say person they learn from these elections now that it's good sometimes we address one another's complaints. You see, say the opposition parties raise, especially the APC party, raise concern about things same way they go hard in the process of the elections. And because of some of them things they not addressed, and if I say the day for the elections today, then they also surface, like the issue of the voter ID cards, where some people not get, and I assure them say you will get, you have the slip you will get, but when it comes to voting, the final list the person name not the day. So you find out say technically that for the fact that you don't get any voter ID card, it simply means you're not voting. Yes, you're not voting, because if you don't get no card and you not allow you for votes, then we'll see say waiting will show that you register now. It's more worsen if somebody go to a polling station, then you don't get anything for sure saying that you register. It appears so funny in the eyes of everybody. Now you register, then what they show say you register. So this is not the kind of situation where many people fall into. You don't register, you go for your card, they say you cannot get card now, but yeah this, and you go all of a sudden, like one case you understand say the paper will submit and say not to that paper day or not to that center day. So but the person will go kind of know who say register, So all of this put together, we really need for land then here, and for know what for do in the next step once they get we continue to get elections after every 5 years, and we get to make a fair play, because just like I say, the elections, not to the voting in an election. Every activity surrounding the election, and I make up the whole election process. We also learn say we see the violences with the different political parties where they display on their supporters. So this again, I want to listen that it actually don't make sense for let you then fight with your brother within the other political party. You know, decision making or choice. Everybody gets your choice. Everybody gets what you want. So and everybody free for choose what you want. So if your friend or your party choose this party, I don't think say you could get any grudge against them, as long as na your opinion and na your way of life, or you don't choose for follow, or you don't choose for support that political parties, then no say and say an enemy to you. You know, they will get for be friendly. We get for be brothers and sisters, so that we will continue to grow the relationship. You know, so we want for say we come to an end. Plenty thank you for we viewers we contributed to the program Election Day, and plenty thank you to the TDN management as providing the logistics, the technical, and plenty thank you to the various reporters them as then they fill with information at the studio, and that make we viewers them and see a lot of things the way they happen now the election today. So now the election program, election day program will come to an end, and so it will continue for following our Facebook page, and you will get a lot of things. Just like I say, we get various programs away TDN Africa Media they do, and so if you follow it, you will benefit a lot. And don't forget for knock the notification button, because that one day they notify you at any time we go live. You go tell you say TDN Africa Media don't go live, and you will just click and listen to it live. Before we end the program, we will go for a short break, and we finally will put the program to.
Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. TDN they say vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. TDN they say all we want for vote without violence, all we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. TDN they say all we want for vote without violence, all we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. TDN they say vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. TDN they say all we want for vote without violence, all we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. TDN they say all we want for vote without violence, all we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Violence. Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Violence. Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Violence. Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Violence. Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Violence.
All right, fumble them. And welcome to the election program where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Me your name na Amadou S. Bar.
Me your name na Franklin Williams.
And as famble they know, today happen for be the election day inside the country, Mama Salon. A day where we all been the waits for. A day we will be the waits for select the leader we for lead we for the next 5 years. And we representatives them na the House of Parliament and as well as the one then we go lead with local council. And we've been there out there today for see how that done they go like. And of course, we didn't also for share we experience with you, the viewer. And remember, say yourself can be part of the program by sending in your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments na the comment section. And of course, family for no say when this day also starts this morning, we all been expect say. Citizens of the states we register or we eligible for votes go to the various centers them for go cast them ballots for the person we then think say for be the presidents for this country and for the one then way for the parliament to side and they make the law then where they govern the country and as well as the one then we go there at the local council where they for help for develop we common community then or we city them na the various districts them. And of course we see say that event they start this morning now all over the country and of course we've been there at the capital city of Freetown while to been there we reporters them now the provinces as well we've been done they filing a lot of information we been the camp concerning the election business. So as much as you go to watch this particular program you're live now, but we also want to let you get the awareness, say a lot around the elections we happen today. Don't they now all we social media platform them. So in case you be miss out on anything, just go log on to TDN Africa Media and do your search about waiting we don't report concerning the election business. So in the meantime, we want for like can share we experience with the viewers them. Not forget say yourself can be part of the program by sending in your text message and drop your comments in our comment section or call yourself and tell me what's in your experience so far. Of course, I there with my colleague Franklin Williams.
Family, welcome once more. And as you know, say today, we go to the polls and we TDN Africa Media me get out there for ensure say we go na the correct and the reports we happen today and as you may follow we live stream we bring una reports from all angles that we happen today in the country. We get a team we be out there in the capital and also now with the provincial areas them as the colleague rightly mentioned. And as you all know say polls they don't close now and we get some provincial results that we come in but we not authorized for actually release the result and the cause the ECSL don't put out clearly say that they're responsible for announced elections results. So we wait for the ECSL today. As my colleague made the press conference today and the Bingunada report with Apple at the press conference and I should say good day back tomorrow until we get to the end we are in the announced final result.
Of course. Again like for just add to what my colleague being just don't mention regarding the announcements of results. I know say a lot of people then would anticipate say oh, TDN Africa Media, we expect them for letting stats for the GUI announcements of results then now because not the most independent, credible and unbiased media. Of course, we humble because of that kind respect they we una we, you know, and we know say this election will not abo TDN Africa Media, but unfortunately because of the stiff electoral law where we get apparently we no go able for announce results because when I no go on for see una favorite reporter them then gets caught by the law because of we do something where tell well, or then can't find where we go losses as a media house. So we want for make we esteemed viewers they know say we beg pardon that una no go there we they announce results them in the meantime because there is an institution we responsible for that and there is an individual way responsible for that according to the electoral law where they right now in the country. So one for big pardon in case if you tune into it in order for get results, we want for say I mean it's sad in we that we're not going able to do that, but that are just one pandit in the way we all don't the advocates for all this while so that the media go get opportunity and the platform for do waiting we think say the right thing for do because so we not been thinking say announcing the results go prejudice the actual judgment of the results, but at least go give insight so people them as to waiting they happen around the whole results business because we all know say we don't use for see that kind of thing there. By then time they are yeah.
And then blue now they say okay, we now begin get some parts of the result that we have in our country and all.
Yeah, but we see say it's a different situation, but we want for big pardon again to review as them, but still make we enjoy the program because one of the things that we need for understand as much as we get so many gray areas we don't show up in the election so far, but one of the beauty of this election now the enthusiasm, the eagerness where I see in Sierra Leoneans where people that really like want for exercise them franchise. For the first time, I could tell you say in the history of Sierra Leone, you get people them really eager to exercise them franchise. I can imagine when I start me report for filing me reports this morning when we be do live on Facebook, and I've been fortunate for finding myself around the Lumley community. So around that Malama exit, the first polling center where na Selena High School where they on the Malama Sarawali drive, all them drive the way they around that area they na that particular polling center they accommodate them for vote. According to the source where I read this morning from them people then they or waiting we gather, then some man on the day from 3 o'clock in the morning, but they don't vote up until 10 o'clock in the morning. And you can see the time where we wait there and reach another particular spot. The people like they look for platform where they go tell say we know they go, we ready for votes, we determine yes so elect na so 12 o'clock na net we get for votes. And to me as a citizen, it brings joy to my heart. The reason why I say so, you see people that are really conscious of the fact that this that is civic rights and nobody no go trample upon them. And that's one of the beauty we me sense in the election today. And not so yana no more. Move after that, you cannot the Wesleyan school and the same area back again. You will get the same situation. And when you go there back again, now this same enthusiasm, now you feel in the people that will be the eagerness, will be there in the people that na Celine High School, now be there the people that will be there at the Wesleyan Polling Center. Everybody be eager, all man determined. Elect they not start this program at 12 o'clock on the net. We there and we ready for vote. So that brings me to the conclusion. Say Sierra Leoneans don't know say now. No matter the challenge where you face, you get one particular day, right, where your voice matter, which is that day for your vote. And you see all people themselves, see they've been determined. Say no matter how we vote, frankly. So to me, when you look at the election, it shows say people that really want for exercise and franchise. Although we get several cases of the fact that other people in their way, they really disadvantage them from exercising that particular right.
Before I give experience on what's happening today. Make I just stop you and that and try for talk on wherein people and being decentralized, then decentralize the rights today because it happened several polling centers then today wherein people then they not allow them to vote. And last take the first side way happened because yonder today like it happened twice. This morning we they go around and come up amphitheater, go na Buklis Hotel, go FSLG, go Congo was I ain't friend of Okande, and I go back na model. I go na model today back. I meet like the thing actually may not happen, but you get some people them win, allow for votes. And them in Bokude, them in at the particular polling station number 10, when I am in the last polling station yonder. And sit down before the polling station because then say I did them then direct them. The people then actually they normally get ID card. But then we get for show a paper wherein the ECSL will issued out to them. And most of them will laminate that particular paper day. And I try to talk to a particular person where I'm head of that particular, and I'm also a victim. He tell me say, they come this morning, they don't do the right until around 6, and they will stay the process for begin. But the process not will begin early. They wait for the people and come, and then till after the queue now, they say they want go vote. And as soon as when they reach the, they get for take them out, they say they don't get an ID card. Well, the man explains, see, then show the paper where ECSL give them, and why this for be, and then express them dissatisfaction towards that. And he say a particular ECL staff, when a lady, I'm again for see the lady at around 6, and that's happened like we. This incident where I can tell you now, so we are in the guys in the lady assure them in the morning as say, well let them una wait in the good talk first around other stations then and come later. But then the man then they explain say like they don't wait to maintain right until 12 come, and I'm again for left that particular scene they come back at around 5 going towards 6. And now the woman therefore come, and the woman when come self like after we them don't get the people out because the woman when he come and interview a particular gentleman when he said they don't allow for vote, you can get a particular interview now we channel them or handle. You can get now with YouTube channel or you go now with Facebook handle and try for what that particular interview we are doing with our gentleman the way expressing dissatisfaction towards this voting process. Where he tell me say the lady come and could you imagine the gentleman saying that 800 people them and then the lady the lady there with the help of soldiers them because I actually see the soldiers there when they come, but actually like what I want to commend the soldiers them for like then give the people in listening ears. Then allow the people in for express them dissatisfaction and then listen to them. And I don't know a particular head of that team they like way they actually play a pivotal role and a professional one for commander because he actually listen to the people and he actually say like then they go by instructions since that's it and see the media they are there for channel and to the public for making them know. So that in a plus tell the people themselves, then begin to commend the soldier man the way they actually go there. And the lady as he come, we come out inside, just rush into the motor car, not even say nothing to anybody, not get anything for explain. And the police station manager with me actually they had a particular model they not being able to come and talk to it, even though go say like you know go on camera. And I was with another press person where we actually conduct an interview with the people and with the ground there. And that now one side, and it happened back now other stations and it's similar thing. But the other stations then we therefore allow them for votes. So it make us surprised why in that particular center day, that particular side day, people are not vote. So now that's concern. But as they move along, I will bring come to now other things and we happen now different polling centers today.
Yeah, of course, Fambulem, if you just join with this now election 2023 and election day, I beg your pardon, because today we all know say this now one of the biggest days then we all been the waits for, which is the day where we all forgo cast, we ballot them for the various politicians then we've been on the rally and campaign around we detain them with them, they give them the order for do so. And if Fumble them know, today we all don't go. I mean, me I go, look me on. Franklin, you self sure that you.
Yeah.
So we all know say we don't go. We don't go. We they hope say, I mean, a good outcome we go lead this country into prosperity, go come out from all waiting we all don't go do. Now that small corner behind that black thing we say there send we today. So we still they continue with the program. Members say you have to be part of the program by way where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen or call we as well. Explain what happened today na you polling center. We say you go for go votes because we need to understand. Sometimes then they yes, we need to forget on your side. Stories then they way perhaps una still think say una want for let's see the African media you know. And we go gladly want for no, as long as you get credibility, we go investigate them and we go make sure say we report them because we there so for give una independent, credible, and non-biased news. We still they continue for explain the experiences where we gather today in the election on the election day, and maybe they around the Lumley exits. I mean, they around that area day today. More so, you know, so that area day, a lot of people they consider that area day for be hot spots. Where you go say hot spots because you get bad boys them can normally go attack certain polling center them, and we do not get that situation there now like a place like Mafa Field at one time where they say man and go make a before the process for cons, that they will count doubts some years. And we hope that kind of situation they not go repeat in this election today. But I've been there also that area there, apart from the St. Helena school, I've been go na another school where they around the Regents Road towards Lumley. And at that school they all the polling center they will be there around that area. They be okay. The voting materials come on time. The people them in the votes according to how they in the queue. Like no form of complaint not been in that particular polling center day. We left there, we kind of Mafa Field. Outside the flag bearer and presidential candidates for the All People's Congress APC party, Dr. Samora Matthew Wilson Kamara go cast in ballots with his family, and when we reached that particular side, there were a little bit of doubts because, first of all, 10 polling stations na that particular center day, 10 polling station na in day, and you go see say I don't know how to call them, you know, buffer, you know, where you just put some waiting and call and you know you cover them now like na buffer then just make you know na the Mafa Field, and you see say lots of people they will be the suffer under the hot burning sun, not only the voters but as well as the ECSL officials, you know, the ECSL workers them, the party agents them, the independent observer them. They strain a lot on that particular side. In fact, when it comes to sitting position, it wasn't enough for them on that particular center day. That not been the reality. We did it up until me and one man will get discussion behind the camera, and then I tell and say, I don't know, but for me, it's not good for let we get an election for, you get the people in crowded this way on one side. I said, it feel big. Yeah. Why we not go able to forget one pull like another and so you don't able to space the people there. You not go get now this one green line. And like I preempt one of we leader there, you thinking as well. I mean, when the presidential candidates for the All People's Congress Party come, and one of them concerns them way it be the raise to the media and international observers will be doing at that particular scene day. Now, one of the things and the way I highlight. So eventually, when it all left, now anyone there, me man with me and they get the conversation. They say to me, say me man, you see, he talks on seeing that power back talk, but and I say sometimes where people they talk, Lord talk out of. I mean, you get for feel like say, always feel like say you're not shallow man. Me that kind of way they are always they think about this country. I always put myself in that position there. Like any moments for me, we are see like say other Sierra Leoneans, they undergo a situation way no good. You understand? At the same amount, the people that in the strain. In fact, some other polling centers where you go there, they say if now from A to S that they deal with as per surname, then go tell you say una go na the other side. It happen at so many other centers. Yeah. Now only in that center they are say then just crowd in one line. And it been so crowdy to the point that where somebody can tell and say, no, not so you are going around that side. Hey, no. So by the time the person don't exhaust. And that might be a thing of concern today. And you go blame them on the ECSL more, as much as the Chief Electoral Commissioner end up for take responsibility. But for say they're not being sports all lengths in there so. And when you see that buffer they self today, they not consider self say this now in season where they organize this election. If we been get any serious rain today, waiting we be forget. Than excuses of the fact that rain destroy ballot papers, rain destroy voter register. We before you then kind of so then day. So sometimes when people they do something really, as long as it is for the betterment of the country, you for do them properly. Do them with a better plan that's where people then go see and say, this person here, so he do this thing with no premeditated plan. But if you start for the do thing and then people and they see like say, you know, they go the right way where they is supposed for look like. I mean, me, in all honesty, I mean, I think say the ECSL all decided where them if I don't suggest for be polling center. It not before be an open space, considering the season in which they hold this election here. So,
sure, Amadou, and I should say like before then go to the polls today, therefore don't look into all them cases for a particular center them we expose, we don't get shade and all, because if we don't get heavy floods of rain today at the capital, like how them people in they that Mafa feel like from a day to day. And we also something happened today in the Congo Town school. We are in we get for go live and you can watch we live here now. Now station number 7 to be precise. We are in they say a particular ECL staff may day to day, and before the voting starts, and we don't cut at least like them 8 papers them, like the ballot papers them, put time, we don't stamp them, and before actually then the person wait for votes, they come before and people then say that's not how it's done, and you don't get for cut the paper before the person who want can vote they come. And when the person they in your presence, they do all anything in it. They say cut the paper, stamp some reports now say like actually we don't vote and all anything in it. But then we get for handle that matter the person we now mean the eyewitness they now want new staff, with a national elections watch staff. I tried to get an interview with him, but he explained off the record. And not go live, he only say like before I will get an interview with him, I need to talk to him boss. And in boss not me actually did that particular person, but before like I go there and then give a board and say they don't go with the man, and certain videos them circulate on the internet like regarding that man, we are in all the paper them with them there for video and police them in there. And that man they presently right now on police custody and I should say they undergo an investigation right now. Because people in mindset when they are around there and they say, oh, that man they don't vote for that candidate, don't vote for this candidate. So I don't think that they may play in people in mind. So like and police me come at the scene and actually take that man then go with him and I should say they will question and now investigate on that particular scene they will say. Because himself, like the people who are in the media can say like a blunder, you don't do that. You only do that in the presence of the voter. You don't go cut down that particular ballot papers there and you don't stamp on all the voter no come eight. And people will say that malpractice, maybe you want to do because several people and try to talk about that.
All right, Fumble them. If you just join with the program where they watch now election day, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say yourself can be part of this program here, so by way where you could send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments now we comment section. We then also this evening for make we analyze the thing that where we see while we've been there na the streets of Freetown, they gather the reports them for make sure say una be well informed around within the happen the election business today. So many blunders been there really during this particular day or so today, ranging from the late arrival of voting materials to polling centers, then ranging to the fact that you know been get enough ECSL staff then at certain centers, and ranging to the fact that there was a delay in the starting process of the voting, certain side and the people that may know they from 3 a.m. in the morning according to them, but they not being get opportunity for cast them votes at that particular given time where ECSL puts when have been 7 o'clock this morning where people have been supposed for on the votes. But all 19 and they don't cross pass, we go always think say it go well. But if you don't go well, the one them where they in charge, then will be held responsible. And we hope the political leaders, because eventually now them we look up to in all of this, the political leaders go to take considerations of all the abnormalities within on the sea, and then they will make sure say for stand in the defense for other citizens them in this country. Because so far so good, it go wrong for let somebody say we not don't begin to see flaws in this election. Already flaws then don't begin the day because you just cite one. The ECSL, they assure people them say if they get they don't lost them voter ID card or whatsoever, they not be able to pick them up, then they give them a certain certificate. And these certificates then give to them people there, but unfortunately, then people they're not able to forecast the ballots today for the people that we then believe say for lead them. It's rather unfortunate, but we wish those way now the politicians, international observers, the international community, and human rights advocates, because this not any on time back way, then for able for show themselves for represent the fundamental human rights, which is that's one to vote. And it is a civic right, so nobody not forsake from nobody. Then people and they for be given the opportunity for vote, whatever the case may be. You know, we see say the situation really been look not okay as we don't use for Siam. So many mixed feelings. You go say that the way you go to the center themselves, you hear the people then they express then dissatisfaction around that. again, fumble them as we continue with the program. We want for big pardon that we're not go able to announce any results owing to the stiff electoral law where they currently now we country. Because if we do that, we go be penalized as a media house, and we not say you not go on for miswe because of that. So now all patients and look forward to the ECSL for make them begin for announce the results then to we. Of course, we don't the result then don't they come in, but we not go announce some and they make we don't lie. Because as I say, people and still they anticipate for that. We esteem viewers. We really want for big part in that light day.
And with regards to that, Amadou, since you made the Pinto money and you cover that particular press brief with ECSL may get with media houses them and waiting like tell family out there exactly about the press brief with ECSL because during the 14th period then you get press brief and what you make out of that press brief.
Okay. Well, before I come to the press briefing, and I've been just cite Dr. Samuel Kamara and Ami statements because I be want compliment waiting I be want for say with waiting self can confirm at the end of the day we be making statements. But I've been there at the Mafa field up until the All People's Congress, Dr. Samuel Kamara can. Of course, when he can at the Mafa field within Regents Road, Lumley, you see people that been there in a very jubilant mood. I mean, supporters, or you could say citizens, we believe say this not a young candidates been there, and then they cheer them up. Of course, the media been there, international observers, and as well as the party agents there, and we go say no more, even the ECSL because you know say then they oversee the whole process of the election, and we see when he come down, I mean, in whites, I mean, dressed in full whites from head, maybe gets a brown at 98, you know, very, either say this person been on the campaign and he looked on the prepare himself for the presidency. And that's happened just after we see say the Sierra Leone People's Party, the young candidates be non good up in vote now Wilberforce. And then we get Dr. Samuel now himself can now this time around we see been there with WEF, Madam Elizabeth Kamara, we himself can down in whites, and then worker go shuffle na the polling center, and where they reach the polling staff then deal with them professionally, then treat them, and then the media see Usai Dr. Samuel Kamara be the crack joke with one of the polling officials there, say he go vote, and then he can address the media. Usai he highlights some of the problems where they receive calls for since the morning starts when the election business go on. And one of the things that we really be emphasized on now the fact about the late arrival of voting materials, and if you actually think say them voting material and they not arrive at the point them we in the sea for be strongholds of a young party where it is stand under, and he expressed so many other stuff them, but he highlights everything by saying that he optimistic, you know, by saying that he get confidence he will win the election. So we see after that situation, he left with the entourage, the international partners then we been there. Everybody left, the observers then left, and then the media self left, and we continue with reporting the small. We also continue with reporting as we been go by. We come now. Number 9 community. You know, say after Lumley, you get number 9. Number 9 was Wilberforce. And then we get another huge polling center. We host for about 10 polling stations then at a particular side as well again. And then Yanda will be able to talk to the SLPP, possibly been there on party agents. and then we'll be able to talk to the APC party agents. The SLPP party agents, for them, everything was okay at a particular polling center, no problem, no been there. But for the APC party agents, there were some doubts in certain things that will really happen. After they will be come inside the Wilberforce village. And of course, you know, say Wilberforce is a very big community as well. And the main polling center then been stationed at the Wilberforce field, the one within at the school yonder. And they position the polling centers for this particular election. And the other again, there were some misunderstanding regarding how people then for then at the queue, how then the goods people are inside by Sababu. You know, lots of discrepancies show up. So in the nutshell, we can meet up now at the Bintumani at about 3 p.m. And we see the ECSL come apologize to international partners as well as local observers, and the media say they don't postpone the press briefing with them is supposed to get at 3 p.m. for 4 p.m. And of course, you know, say everybody want to say right now that they only one side. Yeah, the ECSL are the only one side. So we see the parcel wait. We all sit on there and everybody been patiently wait. We see the boss of the ECSL come out, Mr. Mohamed Kenwa Kone, and he address the media. He tell we but some of the things that we don't happen so far, and also allege say they don't beat some ECSL staff for them. And he also go ahead and apologize to people them. Well, I don't say apologize, but admit to the fact, say they are aware of the abnormalities we don't show up so far in terms of delivery, the election. They say number one, they may get challenged with transportation. They may get inadequate transportation for distribute all the votes, the voters' materials then at the various centers them on time. And he also admits that there were late actions where they not be able to take for make them meet up to certain thing then. And then he also talk about the challenge of the fact that some polling center there, because they attack them, staff them, and he even cites an example, say somewhere they attack them, staff them, and then chair the voter register, pass them and get for go print another voter register for let them go able for can make people then get the opportunity for cast them ballots. So the ECSL admits on that, and then they may give opportunity to the media and the international observers, local observers, for ask questions. The questions then pop up around some of the issues that we insert been long highlights, and then it been come back in a response and always continue for say one of the things that we it go always continue for assure people them now that the voting time, if you didn't at the line by 5, once you've been only at the line by 5 o'clock or before 5 o'clock, you go get the opportunity for votes. And they also say you don't need forget your ID card, you don't need forget slip, but once you been registered, you go get the opportunity for votes. You just need for go at the center. And of course, after that, it continue for tell the media thank you, and it tell the international observer then thank you, and assure Sierra Leone and them for look forward to a credible, free, fair election.
Yeah, things Commissioner notice that we are in, you don't need to forget your voter, you don't need to forget you not only you need to forget the paper when you know say like we don't register,
yeah,
and allow you for football and different things happen as a model for that modeling the way for and also I want to make this known also today we are grabbed at around 6 in the morning. I go now the center where I register theater FBC.
Mm-hmm.
And we also see like Bode we get the ECSL people wouldn't come in. That is 6 wouldn't come in. Like, people let me feel to say, okay, yeah, then they can start speaking for it. Come in and go inside. We get observers then the US Embassy. And we get also the European Union, the Medidi, and several national bodies, and they all meeting at that particular Saturday in the early hours of the morning. So like Bode, and they begin to take the people in there around together with party agents, they all meet it and they witness what's in the happen. The people in the ECSL staff them they try to put things in place for make them vote. But something may happen, they like we then they go in, they don't pass 8, people don't may get a chance to vote. And I mean get for commodity and come now, we are in we saw in Brookfields Hotel. And Brookfields Hotel, the same thing happened there, but not come with the ECSL materials early. And it therefore make like people let me get for waste time in voting. But as soon as the ECSL people then come in, then they get for go ahead with them work, then go ahead with them work. We are in as they come, they call party agent them, and also I may get the opportunity for being the only media person when present because they ask for a media person way for can witnesses. And the first thing we then do before the party agents them, and I think say like it may necessary we then do, they count all the ballot papers them one by one for make like that in transparency day. And counter because the party agent then the media out want me signing and it's a way witness day. Then everything they count for the presidential ballot papers then, they count for the mayoral ballot papers then, the parliamentary ballot papers then, all and the local council ballot papers then, all. The party agent then they confirm okay, they are intact and correct. And so then we get for starts now the voting proper and we they start and first with aged people and that they be nice. But another thing we have like we talking about you made mention of energy where people then get. And that day like I'm really seeing today. People like energy and people then we don't deal at that particular city since these 6 something. One for cast and vote cast and then they outside already, even though like the ECSL people in Khaled, they're still back after we don't almost done with the aged people and see now then we therefore rushing, but when they're rushing like people will say, all that one can happen and all, but when they're rushing they go stand behind the queue then they stand in line for kind ready for votes and all that and it be so nice for watch because I mean they up way I get out view the like kind to see and then they comport themselves well. The process norm is slow actually. It is slow. So then we therefore patient in the line. Some people, 1 or 2 people in the camp, we then they express their dissatisfaction and we get people in our way, then we did it, we didn't talk to me. And now the people in the young self for talk, let them views they had, now them the young for talk. And we get for left they come at the FSSG school now, they are in people in the line according to the first letters of them surname. So them votes and may therefore go back now amphitheater ABC for who cast the vote back today. And God the kind people and what see today. Like we now I ask when this process here start because I left here the ECSL people and all me don't care. And then say like the process only starts 11 going to 12. That 10 day the process starts for vote. And people let me day that the line. But the letter we Bokupas all at the K.
Of course, as always.
The K, you get
the Kamara, Kuma, Kago, yes.
All video landing
the Kano.
Outside where me go votes like we they make them from C to Z, and my surname starts with W. So I mean, then Q no me dedi. So it can I only one post here. I mean, 20 posts longer. They are coming and vote quick. When can people pack me the jam packed longer amphitheater and now FBC people let me book in at the line because they use amphitheater. They use another classroom where they by amphitheater, and they also use the student union building. Student union building, the line saved me long because you get people waiting in a line T for go inside the hall now for go cast the vote. People the young people team up in a line, them the young for vote for make them. But the thing that we made happen at that particular side here, and I process when me slow and start quick. And these are the concerns being raised by people today. And in actually a nice experience like seeing all these happen, like seeing Sierra Leoneans them then in a line, they want cast and vote. And even though you rightly mentioned about the hot burning sun, and this have experience and go to home, and even like one mommy go back a day, people let me actually in at the line. Some actually we don't vote, and then they share their own experience. They see that excitement in there. I don't vote. Most they take photos of their fingers, they try to express and post on social media. Like it was actually beautiful, except for the irregularities that we happen at some centers then. And
Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. The end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. See the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. See the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. The end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. See the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. See the end they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. The end they say, vote without violence. Vote.
Welcome back. One for apologize for that small technical problem that we will get, but we did continue with the elections program and bring calm to now we experience and waiting happen today because yes, una may follow it today. We live program we will do for close to 8 hours plus today because actually we bring enough people in the different regions and Salon and with the capital as well when we get with further out. As I mean tell you about the thing that we happen today, people and energy where then we go for votes and also even though we appreciate the energy we people give out today, or we get for expressing satisfaction to some of the irregularities then we happen today at the June 24th election, famous June 24th election. And Amadou, I guess like also one particular part where people like want to know Amadou, I decide where you go to the way yanda we know say people in jam pack in the Ube community. And me self now I was see like I decide for I want to know your experience like what you get from and people and lots and lots of people and then at that particular and they waiting happen at that.
Well, TDN Africa Media been Gona Bay today. I mean, Agona Bay. And at about, I mean, close to 5 o'clock now. So it's like as I reach the night 5 o'clock. So I happen, I meet some huge crowd. One man they fed, he say, I will open here, the people then they enter, then they vote. Then they vote. What's happen? What's happen? And you know, with TDN, I will see and so the reporter. So before them myself don't connect, I start for follow up with them now and take interviews with the people them now the same day. But the situation we are meeting now like the community center, because that particular polling center they been there at the community center where they na BD, na crew BD. So I talked to the man where I meet be the feds na the gates, na first I talk to. I ask and say what happen. He say, well, people then they where them be don't turn them for votes. Like where then come na that community center and then say no na feel you register because na 2 center na in the na bay. Today na 2 center then been get it. Then get the one we been in at the main field. We host for like about 6 to 7 polling centers. So the community center have been just one in Binget. So this one we've been doing at the community center, Binget SLPP party agents then, get the APC party agents then as well. So this man we've been push this the most explain to we say, as 5 o'clock, then say people are not for go inside for go vote again at that particular area. According to them, they say there were lots of people we've been there at the door where they wait in a queue for go vote inside. That's not the man we say so. He say so he come in, feel say they don't do the people them bad, now make him be one can like I mean make the man and not say the people them for votes. When we talk to the APC agents now the place they instead of explain in line with the same thing. Then they allege say where the SLPP people, the young people then come, the party agent then they allow them for go inside. But where the APC then can and not agree for go. So we meet then at that situation there and that arguments they been go on back and forth. I talked to the ECSL, somebody where they will not agree for showing face na the camera, but the conversation they not the live because when we be the get some we be there live by then. So Intel me say at 5 o'clock, waiting the Lord to tell them I for close. And then I ask and say, but the people then say them in dinner do. He say, well, nobody know in dinner do. If I want to prove that, may I ask the security sector. So the SLPP agent then they allege say, after wait the time don't reach for close, now and then remind the man and say them for close because he don't pass 5. And the one that will be there inside and say then go vote. But anybody we dinner do, they no go agree for let that person they vote. And then say to them most well then say nobody no been in a line according to the SLP people. So then and and the ECSL official in that particular place there, the head of the ECSL in that particular polling center they na Ube today, then they like na the same track in terms of speaking up to that particular issue. So we see the PPRC being show up in that particular area there. They're not being good for talk to you in the camera, but we been seeing them in day around. They try to see how they go able for put measures in place. But then try for put measures in place that particular polling center they then come for understand say most of the people the way they be the advocates for go votes actually not for votes, they mean go there for go votes. I think say from waiting the PPRC then find out now we are talk with the behind the cameras. You see most of them not too young that they register safe. So man like who that travel come on Makeni, he came yesterday, but he not able for go vote. So if he say something, go get opportunity for vote in this election. So I left that community center there while the PPRC military for sort them out and go to the field. We are going to the field back, we meet the same situation there. The same situation been there at the bay, at the Kube today back again, that particular, the feelings. In fact, yanda, the kind tension we been there. Because you see say, the people and first of all been there not because of the want for vote again, but they been there now for protect them votes. Because they may not say the election don't done. Now that particular side they don't close. So they been there now for secure. If you see where they round the ECSL people there. They say this week results, we not allow that change for we. We not fix, they know we results. We don't allow result change. And you know how we people they send the message where they want for send up. We begin your kind conversation. They say we not better than Sabi we. They know we results. So if anything change for we results today, we not agree. But the situation they be like just show like you get deprived people them we then get so much where they're angry about and then things say they don't go express their anger through them, votes them, and they've been just eager for the results of them votes them. And they've been very hopeful and they've been cocksure of waiting they do. So they wait for the results, as the state rightly say, the results not one day change. So let us not change the results for them as Kube. Of course, we left them there now the counting as the security sector been already come. They try for see how they go dispatch and say they are against the law for let them go surround the people. So we left there on that situation there whilst them they put the result together. But by the time we left the detention be not calm down. One of the polling centers we been get issues with regards to people wanting to vote because they think say that they register and give the opportunity for votes for like 15 minutes after where the people then they don't cry. And of course, myself been gets a clear evidence. One lady will come meet me on an interview. He say him being the advocate so them for like votes because now McKinney he come out and they feel well. He come out apply anyone for votes now for the presidency. Well, myself been get for help for Guillaume insights for like understand say by the law ECSL say you know the votes na side where you not register. You go only vote na side where you register. And that's not something the last press conference we near you to go we be here where the ECSL also mentioned Dandy.
And another thing we happen, like I just see I'm like power and shout, like kind of interesting and funny and now some polling centers and today they are in see the game party agents then and the police center. But when they go around, we don't see at around them 2, 3, we don't see now the other parties them agent them we need to see them better. Only like the two main political parties like I was don't so like they were just focused like this and get them a young book and pen, they take notes. I actually my attention made it to them like I said, And then when they talk to each other, I just start like saying the person they concentrate for a football game. And I say, really?
Yeah.
And they actually intense over and then like we sit down so you they take notes, they take note, then me so attend and then they shake back.
Yeah.
So like that situation they me make I just smile. I say, wow. And then two normal other party agents they know me daily and know me with that only SLPP and APC.
Of course, you know saying that the main party them. And where you just mentioned about party agents them, na me on polling center usai me go cast me ballots today na Fort Street far away. That polling center day this morning there was some mixed feeling where he camp and the party agent them. I remember at one particular time, the all People's Congress party agent then come to we been day we then see the media even get some other local and international observers and say we there we supposed for there we see as party agents, but they only give we one card for party agents, and we can find out say the SLPP in that particular polling center they been get like 8 party agents there. And they all been get tagged. So the people that start for express then dissatisfaction. The people that start for express then dissatisfaction along that particular line there where the APC people then come and say they not think say that are the right thing then do to them. One, why then for just give them one tag? Because if any observer come, because even myself I was concerned. We I go see them there. I see the other 2 fellow them and I ask them, say, one a party agent, one a waiting, and see them a party agent, but I don't see them get any tag. So myself, I've been get a mixed feeling about them the moments where I don't see them get tag. Until I can for understand, say, that kind discrepancy they don't happen when it comes to the young card that's now one green card then give to them as party agents, whilst all the party agents that we've been dating for the Sierra Leone People's Party, them being get. But we've been able to talk to the ECSL staff them where them been dating for make them get the understanding. Say, one, them people there now una no give them card for let them go before him because the ECSL staff been they recommend say one person the 2 people that we not get tagged for Gunado. When the one person tire. He go call another person in where the tag can inside. That was the logic. And humanly, and to be fair enough with them, you will get 3 polling centers at that particular station day. How you go to expect one person for monitor all 3 or for observe all 3 the polling centers at that particular station day? So automatically, we go against the statements where the ECSL man make. We say, no, it's not possible. You cannot do that to them. You get to allow them, make themselves take part in the process. This excuse, now una go they give you where they come for can observe the situation. Where we come, if we ask una why this man not get tagged, you can easily say to us, oh, now this the passes the way we give out to the political party them. I think we not give them enough. Just be honest and say we not give them enough. And then I think say then they go solve the problem. But now with 8 party agents for the ruling party, you understand the young party agents then they all get card. Then with 3 party agents then for the APC party, when are the main opposition, then a one green card you give, it creates some amount of waiting and call. We say so for now. Una just take the responsibility, say, oh, we not be getting card, but we give them the mandates for letting deny and then they do their work. But the situation being so mixed up, as we, like I say no more, we've been coming as media people them, as observers, so to speak, in order for logo able for solve that particular issue day. Family them, if you just join with the program where they watch now election day, the most anticipated day we all been the waits for. And I believe say we all don't go cast we vote and we want for say we they wish the leaders whosoever wins go take responsibility and make sure say all them one day we then disenfranchise today, then people then they will get the opportunity for cast them ballots. If the law for take its course, make it take in course for them particular citizen then they, because it's about civic rights, it's about human rights. Then people are also being getting rights for cast them votes then today. Whatever the case may be, provision for don't day for let them cast them ballots them. But in the meantime, we want to let famble them no say election results, the only people them will get the mandates for announce them at the ECSL, and the person will get the mandates for do that now the electoral commissioner, the chief electoral commissioner of Sierra Leone, now he will get for do that day for we all. So for now, may we all concentrate, just the listen, like we they listen to TDN Africa Media. So like tomorrow, we go also make sure say we be part of the ECSL then press conference in order for make we give una insight. Una no say we know the left una. I mean, we know the sugarcoat nothing. We know how we see them, so we the report them. So one for make sure say we did the camera points by Mr. Mohamed Kone of ECSL. We go to making statements to una. The program still they continue, and now so I want for give time out to me colleague. I'll say a word of you.
Especially, well, we don't share with experience, we happen, we don't share experience we have today, and to me, like, it was nice and pleasant experience we get today. We are go wherever remain for member, because this particular year, we in the year 2023, after months and months of iteration, wherein I can commend the TDN management as well, because we went through rigorous trainings as well, trying to and there, and we try for prepare we on elections reporting and how for report during election, the things that we for do and the things that we not for do. I think that in the really helpful, because months of preparation we do so today. And I want for sign out with this message as Sierra Leoneans them will continue for the peaceful and wait on the electoral body. We could come give official result, and we hope for that as well. And since we don't get some provisional results, but we're not able for give them out. So you don't do a big with a big one.
On a left ake, like how we can talk.
And we hope say we will bring on the press briefing the way the ECSL get for hold with the media houses them, and as we don't continue the bring on from yesterday, wherein we went to Bintu Mali and we brought you the interview for yesterday. And today again we did as well. We bring you the interview with them and you watch them waiting any information with ECSL one for issue out to now. I guess like we gonna come to now first and on our weakness live waiting the happen, because it just started say ECSL now to on that TDN it is now you doorstep everything we want to do regarding this particular election you will get as winner TDN now they bring come to an independent and credible news. So like now I try to say like I don't share me your experience with I want to see like it was nice, interesting. I don't learn a lot from this. I hope say like subsequent elections then I will try for develop from this as well.
And of course, like you say rightly, let me use this opportunity for express we sincere gratitude to the management of this we noble institution. You know, one of the institutions we believe say young people then for get the platform for able for show them passion. You know, this is what we've been yearning for as young people. And then, to me, I mean, this not for we. So, I mean, it is a good thing that the management of this particular institution been put we through a lot of training, spend time in investing in us. You know, me daddy, before he die, been always get one talk where they talk. He say one of the best investments we could ever do in this life is to invest in people. Because when you invest in people, you they see, say, eventually you will be proud of yourself. Because you can imagine how we all long go. Look at waiting don't happen. I mean, you can't believe, say, TDN don't make, we don't know, say, indeed being an independent, credible and unbiased journalist, it will take you to places and it will make you stand out there in terms of public judgment. Because in all of this, what they do, you go to serve your conscience, but make sure, say, you do them for the right thing. And we want to tell Fambul them we don't support CDN in the slightest way by just paying attention to us. I mean, because now I make we there. Now I give you zeal for all no say, when I rely on we and when I believe in we, and when I really no say we are independent, credible, and unbiased media entity. So we want for also say plenty thank you to now, because now on our courage, now don't keep we so this election day where we report so where they are so we analyze the thing then how then they go. So just for joining my colleague Franklin, we want to say thanks to the management of this noble institution, the True Diaspora Network, Africa Media. We want to say thanks to the management for putting us on the spotlights, because for me, this is spotlights, you know. And then we also want to say thanks to one of the viewers for keeping us moving, because once una show say una day for the support, we go always continue for the bring the latest of information and give una the independent, credible and unbiased reports, because now that's make we the Nayasu. We still get for continue with the election day program, and we will get we other colleague very soon for join me in the studio, as we will get for continue for the talk and share the experiences of the day where we gather so far in this whole electionary process. But Franklin, just before you left the studio, one of the things again today we I notice when it comes to the election, so many first-time voters were missing. I don't know if you take notice of that. You not see much of first-time voters during this election. And I keep the ask myself, like Nana begin to see where some young people, they can't lay complaints, say, oh no, I go register, they ask me for birth certificate. I go to my birth certificate, they say, I go to my mama. I go to my mama, no, then say, let the cancel or write letter. The cancel or write letter, then say the imam for go talk. Today, I actually finally see that, because young voters or first-time voters, we are missing.
I can see back like maybe a year back, it's down, you know, able for come out today, but we get few actually we come out today. And also another thing, we find out, say, people let me actually register and they not vote today, that is election, because here beside the one go away, you meet up people and so they continue, we need to vote and all that. Like some they were unbothered about this really happen, like people were unbothered. So like I guess one maybe something like the panic we this election creates, and maybe like get few people that we disinterested in this whole situation of the no left in the and Friday. We know the vote, no results, no results.
All right, yes, I want to agree with you. And I think say that's we will continue then with we next colleague we will come inside the studio. And thank you so much for you said only part of the reporting team today. And thank you for your analysis so far. We'll go for a short break, fumble them, and we'll come back very soon.
Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see.
Indeed, all we want for see now vote without violence. And we all don't go cast the ballot today. And we hope that we go get results. We go make we all celebrate back peaceful one as we all don't go vote today without violence. So let's celebrate back and by tomorrow without violence. With me at the studio, I don't be joined by all right, fumble them. They go for a short break and come back very soon.
Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin.
Family, now welcome to this session of Election Sierra Leone. This is the program we don't start from this morning, and member see this na TDN Africa Media. This program they can turn live for bring country everything we need for know about the elections. So we don't start this program from this morning with my colleague Ezekiel, and up to this time we will still there for bring country the very latest as things in the unfold. And I go throw the mic to my colleague Ubaya, and himself go up more. But before I throw the mic to him, you know say you know Sierra Leonean today you don't cast your vote. You want to see plenty thank you. We want to tell you thank you. This is not right as a citizen for go and vote a franchise. Go express vote for who that you want to vote for, and without violence, not the best option. You vote. You, the people, them, now get power. And today, I don't show say now get power. So they tell me plenty thank you. And to the mic to my colleague, Amadou.
And of course, Mr. Good join you again for say, congratulations to all of we Sierra Leoneans. Because as a country, like my colleague say rightly, now one great time we get rights. And that particular rights, we all know, Canada rights for votes. So we not allow anybody for take up from we today. As much as we get some people them we feel say they take that rights they from them. I mean, like before they come in, me and Franklin been just the analyze the situation around the first time voters. You know, I can vividly remember years back where we begin votes. And then you see man in space then small so when you go to the pool, like then they watch you first. You don't reach for register. You don't reach for register until you go get one your auntie beer you back we go say na SBO. You know, SBO normally I mean the short but oh yeah. So, you know, exactly. They give you the acronym and they go to register. But on a more serious note, we find out say this particular time you know get young people there because most of them been complain of the fact that they go to the polling centers and they ask them for several documents or several approval or several disclaimer from various authorities for letting give them the opportunity. And today when you go now the line then we been doing at various polling centers, you see say young people them where you go determine cities then are first time voters not been there that much in those queues.
And me also lucky I get the opportunity for interview one. Okay. Once see the one I find out in our first time vote I was like wow, from where I did at this pool in the station and now I see one person so that I get the opportunity and interview. He was so delighted. Okay. He say in Glady and in the call on all the other first-time voters then by then for go out and cast them vote. So it be expressed that in show say yes, and after that I find out say I hardly see another. I hardly see another. Mind you, what be there at the polling centers then we self na be observers.
Of course.
Yes, we not get for put and we just do observe and see what's in the unfold. We self na be observers. I go and talk to her. He was so delighted. And what you just one but rest with what you say Amadu. For let you see another first timer, it was difficult.
Yeah.
It was very, very difficult. I had only once after now when they don't vote, I meet up another one. We go and cast your own vote, but it was like okay, and the tension be there, so you not be getting enough time, and then just get for go out because of this. So Germany will be there around. They say as you vote done, you for left the centers them. As you vote done, you for left the centers them, and that's the so Germany they do. Where I go around, I talk to different people. I talk to party agents. I talk to observers. I even talk to some market women themselves within the place because then they understand everything will unfold, and they say you know see that much of first-time voters. What here I can realize is this, Amadou. Most of them been the struggle for enter the stations there.
Okay.
Yes, then they get it, and they get a one white form. You know, say from the registration process. When they go register, you get for fill like you say, you get for count boku documents for identify. You say yes, you don't reach the stage for vote. Most of them not be get some certain documents there, and then be allowed to let them register and be allowed to let them register. But when the process cannot for count votes, it was difficult for them. They're not able to come and vote. Most of them, their names are not in the registration. Most of them, their names are not in the registration. We interviewed two ladies then, now WMA now Wellington, and talk say they get their sleep, then get all things. Then our first-time voters then, but with all these all the centers, all the stations they wouldn't go, their names are not in the register. So that's one of the reasons why we could see less first-time voters, I believe so. Because we self go around, we self no observers, we observe everything we don't unfold. We don't talk to this end, we go back and talk to people and they'll see how best them, what are their constraints? Why mean they know the vote? We talk to some few NEC officials then they go by as the law say, them book, what's in there, them book, and then they watch. Because of other observers they didn't. You go put possibly within them book tag the register.
Okay.
Yes, they watch the register. If they name then they allow them. If they name not then unfortunately most of the names are not they part of the register, so they'll not be fortunate for vote. But you see that's one of the reasons why we could not see first time voters in this time around.
Yeah. As in that book and names where they talk about, myself I beg your pardon. Sorry. Myself, I witnessed one situation. Who say one of the party agent then hold one book.
Yeah.
With the hope that the same thing where they collect with the ECSL register. A certain name in another book there, but you know they not the ECSL register.
Wow.
Yes, and this being for happen with the opposition party. So you come for begin to see some of the irregularities where like the opposition party make assumptions about, let us say assumptions, or where the opposition party try for highlights to the ECSL for let us say there's going to be problem on the day of election. And today indeed when we see that, because when you ask the party people them, the next way they will tell you we get this particular document here so from the ECSL. Now then give you this. Now then give you this. So if this person come in first there, but in first no day na the voter register within the ECSL, it's a cause for concern.
Exactly. And I just want to go light on that. I go to Freetown today.
Okay.
I start all the way central, go west, and go east. So I check now most of the police stations there. Because I dey reiterate this, we self na be observer. So we observe every other thing will be unfold. The register will not be complete. To be honest. Even some voters them get them ID cards. And get them ID cards, but they need to go and vote. Why? When they go na the station and they find out say the name not the and the letter fall under, like let's say K for instance.
Yeah.
The letter fall, the surname starts with K, so then go for go na the center will open for K. Then they go around the old register, the names are not the. I think that's now one of the irregularities that we see, and when we talk to people then we are so depressed. To be honest with you, Amadou, we are so depressed. They want go and cast them votes. They know say this time at the time this way they get power. At the time this way they able to choose who than they want. So instead that the 1 gram vote they make difference.
Indeed.
So they were so depressed, and they say any kind. At times, some situation then they pass the military council. They talk to this ECSL them, or they do their work. Some man they respond to we, and we self no we will force for bring the camera to them. We just get to observe and say things them as we see them.
Yeah, sure.
So most of them, they get them ID cards.
Yeah.
They get them ID cards and not allow them for vote. I can recall even WMA. One center they don't close for them start the counting. And one registered individual come. Say, you see my ID card? Say, Mr. Pressman, you see my ID card? I'm not able to go and vote. And now you are supposed to vote. And who's I want to go vote now, so then they start for court. What you get to do? Help me ba. I say myself, I go try la ask because myself an observer. I say we na pressman there, so we not intervene with the ECSL. Yeah. So we try for observe and see. I talked to a few observers them inside as well, and then confirm say the names they all waiting at the register don't vote down. And so them the register we then get, you find out say 300 per register. Any police station, 300 per register, and the 300 they all don't vote down. And that individual then is supposed to vote na center day. So he was deprived. He not even vote. And I go back and talk to him, say this is the situation. I don't come inside, I don't see, and now so things do happen. And what then go show me and that, so they're not right for show me, but then show me how to prove themselves, and then say these are the list we then get, and 300 people that don't vote down. So no way, no day for letting you name go under. And the guy showing ID cards, he was registered on your center day, but he never voted. And never. That's not the situation there. Hope they come up, and we go once 10 situation I'm do this. We need for come to return to people there. Amaraya school. Okay. It was so tension between that place there. When you come down the streets of Mountain Court, you feel the tension. The military presence, I can call back. We go na the press con of ECSL before the elections. Yeah. Yesterday. Over there we talk with the ONS guy who I show we see any station they get 2 personnel them. We know the arm. But you go na Maria school. Amadou. The personnel then they were armed and they all are now. A military man, they don't even know SD themselves. A military man they arm and then at the place. And people then get for scared, and some of them say why this they happen. But I later find out say the military man and they come cool down the situation. Okay. Yes. Then come cool down the situation. And you can just say, Salomon will defray soldier man.
No, so the combating guy the combat guy fever.
Then come cool down the situation, and we talk to them, but for access that center. We said we're going to observe how, because we don't hear so many things, how they don't start for vote, then cancel this, then fetia, then throw away ballot papers, then broke boxes, all that to be there. So one go inside and see, but trust me, when you go enter. If you see the people in the front of the Amaraya school, so Jamande and Didi, one scene the Usai, a very old man. Amadu, the man they force them in, force them out, force them in, force them out, and the route where they use and the route back you come out. See, if you say the mistake be there, but center there, and you know say if you use another route for go out, so you already can inside, go the free flow they did. Yes. Yeah. But the route that they use for go in and they come out with, and this man very old pa, the force away, the force tend I was so emotional. I was so emotional. Then I need to get way for go meet. I was very far from the end. Because if you see the line, the good thing is it people were so determined. Yeah. See any kind of way at the vote. Any kind of way at the vote. So then be there at the place and this old part gets struggled, and later on the military man helper, I see where they come in and push everybody. Say that this part go inside, and the part go inside now. The part was so exhausted. The part was so exhausted, saying gets for go inside and go and cast the vote. Maria school, like how they say the irregularities there, like some man they get ID card, no the vote. So man, you know say then ECSL say they make privilege for you who don't register, yeah. You don't register, yeah. But later on move to another place, to another district. Because I began an interview with the external officer, Winner Isaac Masakoi. We talk. You say they make privilege for you who don't register. Yeah? If you move to another district, you get right to vote for presidential. Okay. Yes. You get right to vote for presidential. But most of them people in there, at the same Wellington, I meet 3 sets of people there. They say they not be there at this place, but they want to come vote. They don't come on at this other district. They don't come a free town now, so they want to go and cast them vote. But trust me, enable vote. Say they stop the queue. You know, say they don't give a confirmation. See, within 5 o'clock, waiting at the queue, you get right for go and vote. But until they come, they stop the queue. We be on 5, and then people and they not be there at the queue. Yes, we observe that, we see that, then people enable vote, then go home. And which of course ECSL we don't make provision say they for go and vote. So to be honest, the elections, Sierra Leoneans, we are determined. Any kind of way. They say any kind of way then they vote, even with all the struggles, with all the delays. And that's we mentioned that as well. Next start the process late. Majority of the centers they will go through now, Fritonia, the process not start on time. Yeah. Not start on time. Yeah. They don't go someone go past 2 hours. I can call Sagbu Street, who's I miss go and cast me vote. Okay. Yes. Then you will start until 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning. Hold on, it's supposed to be 8 stations. There were 5. So the people they ask, where are the 3? So inside the 3 go past the people them, the interesting part about the people that go take people table outside they can sell. You know how Regent go they you can go take people table outside they can sell and come and build station. Then come and build station. Say any kind of way, then just need for go car with the materials and normal now. We don't come and build station, so 1 vote. So Sierra Leoneans they be very, very determined for go and cast them vote. The delay, yes, in the day. The delay be there, some man will go and vote, so get ID card neighbor vote, and that's not the toss will they go on and on. Yeah. Like you say rightly, this week particular election, yeah, so no go with, you know, go without challenges, you know, go without irregularities, because we see them show themselves clearly. I mean, from the starting of the process, it don't end so today. That is why we still wish that when they announce the results, I mean, you know, go end up how that we all know the abo. So we just hope say the ECSL take cognizance of many of the things that we
pop up today, so this particular day. But again, for Rob Mott Small Pandy security sector side we didn't talk about earlier. Of course, now the press conference will be last cover the day before the election. The ECSL be making clear to fumble them say, especially the security sector, the somebody from the ONS. I think that been Languba Kaeli. Yes. Now he says he say then go get for deploy over
16,507.
Yes. I mean personnel them around. I mean main personnel them will go get for day at the polling centers. No go day with arm, and of course then go ahead and say I'm man then get for day, but they not go in the polling centers, but then go just day around the city. Which of course that's like when maybe the reports that the Lumley exit and come around that Wilberforce. In all honesty, like now the polling center where I start this morning, the personnel that we've been they not been get gone. The only people that we can we been get gone now where the LUC now Lumley come for can talk to the people them. As I say, Kautsuki personnel that we've been there with them, we've been there with gone by then. I come out again, I go na the Mafa field. Mafa field self the personnel that we've been there not been get gone by then. Now only when the flag bearer and for the All People's Congress, Dr. Samuel Kamara, they finally go for casting ballots before the candidate. Now see armed security then come around. And of course you go one for say something and because their own personality then they go there. So you can forget same kind of people in there around. For any you never can tell what's in the happen. And you know say this is an election and the onus day on the government and the police, the states, for provide security for how many side way they go.
And Mr. Kelly mentioned that say they don't provide for every other candidate security. I believe in one of the
yeah. So we see that. But and the security sector, like what you said today, also where can Kube later as well. Kube, the police officers that we've been there. In fact, when I talk to some of the youth there after we them, they get some misunderstanding with the ECSL staff them. And so we need officer then because the one that we organize, I will not believe them. So now say who's kind of officer they will not need. But this are the people that we don't do it's from 7 o'clock in the morning. So take the TV in time. Why would I say we don't believe them anymore? So no, we need man the way they come around if they for all that business. That's it. So you see say in order to say nice soldier then come. And as the soldier man then can the people that like what you they say Salomon no say soldier man like in morale. So they begin giving them morale. Yeah, soldier they don't come inside, soldier they don't come inside. But then for just buttress to what you they say, the number one beauty we've been there in the whole electionary process today, and the fact that Sierra Leoneans were determined, very, very much determined for cast the one ballots. And we hope that could be reflected in the results. Because as you see the eagerness in people today,
the turnout was huge.
Very huge. And huge. When you talk about, I think that Franklin did make mention about some amount of voter apathy in some extent. Some people then go aside the way they feel like say, no, I don't look like the audit they go, so me I don't get for votes. But I don't think so we get so much of a voter apathy in this election.
At all.
This 31st election, I don't know, I got for sound a little bit very, very strange to people that are naive. But now the first time this, I know they discriminate, but now the first time this, I see like wait man in up line, they go vote now in election.
I watch that in the
yes.
When you go and interview, I say, I want to interview, but now you say when come on vote, they come and talk to you.
He say they come and talk to me. So I ask him, I say this is the first time for vote. Now he say I don't vote. Me na Sierra Leone, and I say of course you get for be citizen. I say but I want to know how this happened because you know say we get a case of people them within this country we don't they push forward for letting give them the opportunity for. I mean then they consider themselves for be citizens. And of them same kind race than they, so to speak, but they don't ever give them the opportunity So when you see that for the first time in the field of reporting, it's a news for you.
Yeah, it's a news.
Yeah.
A big one for that matter.
Yeah.
So why this is so strange and very difficult? You know, so we news people that will like negativity.
Exactly.
And one of we thresholds and then they put the news.
Exactly.
Just negativity and that not mean say like you see one foreigner do or one different color. That negativity, you just want to know why making it.
Exactly.
You know, can usually see and follow it happen. So you see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that was a little bit. I mean, as much as I've been naive to that particular fact there, but I mean, it been clear to me because the man been pulling voter ID card, he display them for make us see, and then I read them, I go through them. I can't for say, oh really?
I know how your attention go.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. You know.
As I say, some of them don't go through all the stage and they get that kind low cost deal for going be a Sierra Leonean, so get the rights for vote. But then you
and
you don't want that. How we know?
Yeah, so I mean, share me experience with one of we colleagues them in the media field. So I tell them, I say, he said me said the same surprise again today. Now I say, oh, he said me now, but I didn't feel. He said I see past them 5 they go vote. Now I say, oh, anyway, but these are just some of the beauties where we also see today in we election day. We see say we get people them way they part of we and then self come out today because normally he asks for let you see them people them day. I'm not saying they're not going to take part in our election, but for let you see them they come out boldly so. For
me never witnessed that though.
You never witnessed that.
I see Auntie Deepa, you like. We never witnessed that. I go in a police station or see different color.
Yeah.
No racism.
No racism. No, let nobody know get me wrong. But we just say the natural things and happen today where we see in the election. But like
and I'm not cut you. This say Safun 2023 Safun elections. I had the team for these elections. And we see people that they joke with Safun. We are in people and say they go to the house until them votes they don't count Safun. Although nobody not if them vote Safun. The rest are sure say they don't can't find Safun before they get peace Safun and then go to house Safun. I witnessed that and it was so funny, you know. And people, you don't want to say why people are so zealous for let the incident happen. Don't they know for the day they make her as fun. They make her as fun and you see and seeing go on smoothly. And even the military princess will be not be going to disturb them because of some of the people that not go inside the count and they are around, even though they announce some result them, then they go and celebrate. Then they celebrate, say yes, you know. But also I don't believe saying that the right them this for celebrate. Mohamed Kone then get the power. And don't state that and get the power for go and announce the winner.
Well, so, I don't think saying in state too. There is an electoral law where you have the power.
Okay. Yes.
So the law don't state.
The law state say then get the power for go and announce say na the only person who will go and announce say this person and don't win or this person then don't turn president. This person then don't turn mayor. This person then don't turn local council chairman or whatsoever the case might be. So Mohamed Kone and get the power there. The Lord don't get the power. I can borrow the words from Amadou. The Lord don't get the power for go and announce results. Yeah, and we still get for our still focus on this enthusiasm of voters. Mind you, before I reach in our studio, up till this time, by the time I reach the studio, people are going to cast their vote.
Wow.
People are going to cast their vote.
So
come rain, come shine.
So it clear for let somebody say certain polling centers, then give them concession of time.
Yes, then give them because of. I find out 1, 2, 3 centers in day, not even start voting until 3:30. in the afternoon.
Of course,
Only voting for
the
don't
Chief
start,
Electoral Commissioner
yes.
make mention of that.
Only voting for don't start from 7 a.m. So you see, so that they get enough time they wouldn't waste. Let everybody casting vote. Let everybody casting vote and then be so vigilant. So vigilant. And so say anything we see, we not agree until we okay for let we go ahead. This morning, Sagville Street again, there was a box. We come in. This box just get the same design of the polling box them, and then they will be going cast their vote. So they say, why this box for Kamnaya? What's in the reason? This box different from the usual boxes they would they are, or the usual box they would use for vote for. And this box here seal, and you're not supposed to seal. It's supposed to be white, and you just see the ballot inside the box. But this box here be sealed and get blue all over. Hold on. The funny part of the box gets a stamp where Western Rural Urban, and the other side you get Western Western area rural. So you see that's so why you forgetting two side in there? So why not for count and we are now Western urban? So you see, so then count doubts, the tension was there. Thank God the media team did it. We get a footage of that with other media houses. So then go and open the box. The box we get ballot papers there. We get ballot papers there, but they not stamp, they not getting that, you know, voting like thing don't take place pan the papers them. So then pass the neck officials and come people in tower, then take that box they go down. So that's how determined people in been there and vigilant than BP for normally like nothing will work out suspicion or fraud or can't twist the voting outcome. So they were vigilant and they say nothing like that no happen. So they even take the box and go down. So we say they take the box, we make sure so we witness, we say they take the box and go down. You know, so we self not be observers. We know they interfere, we just do watch every other thing will be done unfold. We just be the watch every other thing will be done unfold. We know they interfere. Tell some of the people that they can talk to, we say, why make this not happen? Why make this not go so? We say yes, we all 1 million go fine, but we not go come and go interfere with the work what they do. Yeah. So pass if no one talk to me, go to it on the camera. Then when I talk, we channel also get for channel and let the world see what's in the happen. We say an power the number we get, but for so go inside and change any kind of situation, we not be getting the power. So we follow the protocol of ECSL.
No, of course, of course. I mean, with the kind of electoral law right now, I'm going to tell you. So, family, them, if you just join with this now election day, when they come to you on TDN Africa Media, as we all know, say this now been the day where we all been the waits for. That one special day where we go. You don't go Iba. Myself don't go Iba. We all don't go Iba. Make we sit down now and wait for the rightful authority them for announce to we. Now make less somebody can give you propaganda news because this is not another thing again we want less Sierra Leoneans then no. As much as you go on for Glady, for UMP party, but wait first for the rightful authorities before you celebrate. Because let them not come like they say they feed you with empty spoon. You don't want that.
At all.
And last, them people party then I saw them get for do now. Because they're not going for make una blame them if they lost. Then go and begin for life on one say if they know say we don't win. So if they lost now, then go put her that way then don't use for put her. Okay. So now.
I want to do journalism by you, but about response to do this that it don't take so long. Very long with the wait for these elections. The anxiety be there for people, you know? They don't wait the tussle, the this, the that, and finally today we don't be the day. And we believe say most of una, nearly almost all man will be registered, can go and cast their vote. And we know say una be vote wisely, una vote una conscience, una be vote salon, and remember say now for another 5 years you don't vote for.
Exactly.
Another 5 years you don't vote for. And I one can do small journalism for my colleague when I left me in. And I don't know, what did you expect from the result?
Wait, you want to put me in Mr. Mohamed Kone in position now?
No, like, you know,
Oh, okay, you say what you expect.
Yes.
Well, analytically, the results can for be a surprise to Sierra Leoneans. That's not immediate expect. With the kind of enthusiasm we see in Sierra Leoneans wanting to vote today, the results can for be a surprise.
Surprise, like, what did they vote and not see?
Well, a surprise with something, then we say expect the unexpected. La put another way. Just how we expect the unexpected. We all know what we expect.
Yeah.
But at the same time, just expect the unexpected back. On both sides, all the sides, for all the people there.
Not for all man.
For all man.
And I was so shocked. I witnessed most of the countings them. I see why independent go vote.
Okay.
I was like, for all who are in the centers, the older don't go through results. I see independent voters. I don't know sometimes that the person who votes for himself.
Well, you don't know if I'm pulling center. But again, one thing with me understand that the fact that
so the vote at the country point, so the votes be somehow balanced.
Okay.
No, yes. Though like vote self get votes. You get some high votes themselves. Yeah, I witnessed that. I see void votes them. Would then be there past 10? Yes, okay, 12. Void votes. The void votes they don't mean say like someone they go sign. And according to the NEC officials them, it's in your rights for sign. And in your rights for votes na the party symbol. Usa you get the bulk today for votes. In your rights for votes and the party symbol where the votes don't cross the line, so then get annoyed and void. So yes, that na the voting pattern I be saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have witnessed one or two.
Yeah, well, in the area of void votes, honestly, not being aside with them begin for counts.
Okay.
The side one be supposed for day for let them begin for counts. Already the security be not begin to dispatch people them at that moment. Of course, they not been get for tell me for left day as a media person, but then I've been get other area where we want for cover, so I left day at that particular moment day. But then when it comes to this area of void votes, you come Nayanda, you begin to see the political parties then get weakness. Weakness in the sense, by all the Boku campaign, the way they can campaign, they can pay less attention for educate their supporters them as to how they for really go vote without having the void vote. We not expect everybody for be smart, but in this particular age, would expect say everybody, forget some amount of savvy that's in there. And election education, now the political party them, especially wake up for that vote. Political party then get role for play. As much as the citizen themselves gets role for play, we self when a common citizen.
As well.
And ECSL self gets role for play. But the reason why they put on directly to the political party then, because now, say for instance, you want votes for the symbol like crepe, right? You want votes for crepe, but you go, you left the box, you touch the crepe, half by the crepe, then half na the box.
Yeah.
Automatically, you don't turn void votes. So for make we get that votes there, void, me no say na me vote. Now, me vote than they in all honesty because upon the crepe idea, right, as the symbol on the ballot paper. So, as a politician, if you go all out for able for educate your supporter, like almost let's say, educate them to the point that where then they go for go votes. But the man they only cry about stronghold. So if you know it's stronghold, if you not say for educate you stronghold, so that ballot void vote no go commodate.
Yes, Amadu. To be honest with you, I don't believe say we get that kind of education there for this voting.
No. This election not get enough education.
Honest with viewers, you don't get that kind education. Past this last few days to the elections, House you decide the process they start. But it seems like something turned everybody off when they not focus the education side of the voting. Wherein how young get 12 votes when I vote for the station where be witness and even get votes past some party. So you see, and Sierra Leone not to that kind educated nation. Not to that kind educated nation. So the best way thing, as you mentioned, ECSL, the political parties, and every election players what we don't do, and for focus more on how people have for vote.
Yeah.
How people have for, and mind you, this is not the PR system way.
Yeah.
So it's different from what they don't do vote alone. So you see, and something that you never foresee face for person, and only the symbol you see and you don't see. So all things they be just need for educate people there. But all what I'll find out say most of the way involved by this election process be fail for give people in that kind education with a need for votes. And Salon not educated nation. Not that kind of educated nation though. You want the way educated and you want the way now. The literate and the illiterate, you see the gap. The gap there is very, very huge. So you see, and therefore we don't focus more on educating the people them how for vote. But the election begets its own drama at the end, and God so good at least we go through them. Though there are some challenges, and you know, say tempers can fly. I remember na Ascension Town where people woman they fed seriously in the sense this person don't go around the centers them and don't come find out in a year for food. You want go before. And this person that they before say, no, you know they go before me. Say, no, me, I don't go through all this. I need now for go inside and vote. Tension, temper flies, and the same blows. It was interesting, and God so good the military personnel and kind inside and then separate them. I saw the things then they go. And what you go say no more, with them kind of vote say I would don't see so the election players then not be do that enough for let people vote very, very well.
Now, of course, the less education was given to people on how they for vote than they from all the election players, as you state rightly, all man gets role where they play in making sure that the people that know get educated on how they for vote. Because, like you state rightly, we educational rates is very, very low. We education rates low to some point that so many people are not going to even get time for say, they can't go sit down for let them teach me for votes me. You understand? However, we politicians, the election players, get for always make sure say, then they're at the forefront for educate the people there. Because if out of all the Yagba person go vote void votes.
Yes,
if the name them in the right man the void votes, it's like the person will say, well, I never vote again the next year.
Thank God that's secret ballot.
Exactly. So, but on a more serious note, we hope and pray if this election pass with peace, where we going to go back into the next elections. Bye-bye. Make them do voter education. And it will be the topmost priority among all other priorities where the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone forgets. We hear the Electoral Commission say they give money to civil societies for help for educate people them. I don't know if not for the adverts them, we see them, they make them. But that one-to-one engagements, little wonder if they even remember for do and safe.
That now the point is, the adverts in there, but how best in reach the people who then supposed for let the message reach. How best to reach them. How best that woman who go in a market, what do you expect? Not all man in a market will not go school. We in a market, we not get time for watch or listen to the adverts in there. but you know that educated for go and casting votes.
Yeah.
So you see, so some of them the message not reach them.
At all.
And we go find out say the message not reach them, how for go vote, they become difficult for them. Just I see one ballot, we get two index that them votes at this party, them votes for the other under.
And they plan for Gap vote.
Two, one day up, one day under. One day up, one day under. Now, it wonder say why the person for this yourself in the first place? We find out is like I say, we know that Salon not that kind educated nation. So the election players them don't go and invest more time voting education than they be put on the other side.
Yeah.
And the messages they will see them do, but it really reach people that's another cause for concern. I don't know if we will throw light more to what we don't witness. When a journalist we don't see through, we don't know how some of the voting patterns in this country.
Of course.
Are you suspecting one of?
Well, when it comes to the voting pattern, me and you two know say.
And mind you, for winning election at 50%.
Well, for this particular one here, so a lot of people think say, I mean, you know, get for being is it trolling. Now, when you come to the voting pattern, me and you know say, Salon, we get 3 ways where we support politically. Someone they support because na in tribe, someone because na in district, and someone because na region. Out of the one there, you get another 2, we make na 5, the pattern. The 3 common patterns now I don't give you so. Now me paddy if you can have power, you go give me job. As I be possible within near this person.
So I go benefit.
I go benefit. So, then 5 pattern then they I don't want to tell you say it happened inside this election, and I also no go on for denying say it not happen inside this election, because we already know say this situation keep rising.
Within itself. Yeah.
Keep rising within that, like the situation now in the grooming self based on how the mindset of we the Sierra Leoneans, the non-day, especially we the common man, and then they don't limit we into what you go say prosperity societal development. Because if me they think say because me and that person come on a region, good or bad, come and shine, I for go vote for him when that's in the age.
Even though if you get better option.
Yeah, even though if you get a better option, then you go once for say, now that's make we still the BN as a country. And we go wait for see where these results come out. Because also you go see the reality of that. If for instance, if we see side away man then call the your stronghold, then starts for begin they lost that stronghold day. Then we go begin to say, Sierra Leoneans don't change.
Yeah. Then can voting pattern they do wish.
Now then can voting pattern
so you see this end come and beat this person at this end. And this end will take us stronghold, this other person come and beat you there.
Exactly.
So you know say this now the citizen and this now so they vote. This time they're ready for share the vote in the sense, don't mean say because of a common in this region, or me I come on one tribe, or me I belong one district, so I for go and vote for you.
Exactly. So if we see the people there, after we then go down announce these results, when me and you two go down where, then we go begin to talk about the fact that Sierra Leoneans know they vote on tribe. Sierra Leoneans know they vote on region. Sierra Leoneans know they vote on district. They know they vote on Nami Paddy if you carry they give me work.
Yeah.
They know they vote on Asabi Posi where they near.
So I go benefit.
So we go only able for tell that we then announce the results. But prior to this time, me and you to know say the voting pattern have not changed
at all. Yeah. And we wait for see different sets of results, and we hope say it will change this time around. Where in this strong goal we suicide this person, you go and beat him, and this strong goal you suicide instead they go and beat this other person. So internally now politicians they know say yes, this is Sierra Leone, and we dey vote salon. We no vote because of me come one region, we no vote because of me come one tribe, we no vote because of me come one district. And family we want come with the program to an end. And we dey tell una plenty thank you. Like una don dey with we since this morning. Now we una go through this journey. We start from this morning and up till now. We dey here for bring to una things them we be dey happen at the election.
Yeah.
So now so we will come and draw down the curtain of this election special program we can to una from TDN Africa Media. And it's a pleasure having you guys. And me, your name is Ibrahim Lamin Conte.
And of course, just like we see my colleague don't say, myself one for joining my colleague for say plenty thank you. So we don't take on a time for day with we since this morning where we start with program with my colleague ECSL. We've been on there earlier. And you don't do it soon today all day. You know, one man business for Sidon I no more you want need to talk to. But I mean, we want to say plenty thank you to ECSL for that. And we also want to say thank you to UNASEF because as long as you pay attention for the watch TDN Africa Media, they give you zeal for the do more. Yeah. They inspire we for grow. So we tell una thank you, continue thank for the do. Feel free for share we link. And also feel free for follow we. We get plenty video the way we don't upload. You can monitor the whole electoral process na free tongue upline. Now we official YouTube page. You go see all the videos of this election here. So not forget tomorrow we go there so for give you updates as to what's in they happen. Because me you know say the result then and they can pack them now. But here we'll not go able to announce the results.
I don't want to talk again, but Amadou left something out. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe, yes. You should. You for subscribe. With a big dear. I know say when that part can reach the results, we the film because why everybody results now, but we know they are. But all the same, now also the program election day will come to an end. We want to say plenty thank you to Una. Continue for the watch TDN Africa Media. Mina Amadou Esba, they say tata and have a wonderful night.
Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for sin. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. All we want for sin, all we want for sin. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence.